Well, happy Monday, everyone, and thank you for joining us for episode 2 of Move Forward or Move Over. We are excited to get into today's topic, and thank you all for being here and joining us. So the purpose of this panel is successful people do what unsuccessful people are unwilling to do. And so we are really focused on creating a cohesive atmosphere and an open dialogue to be better and do better. So as we move forward in 2023, we're keeping a watchful eye on the direction of the market. And the ongoing underlying theme is really focused on opportunities and being proactive versus being reactive, and recognizing those opportunities in order to act and not let those opportunities just pass you by. So the goal with this monthly series is to identify what industry pros are seeing here locally and give guidance or advice that is working and what market indicators are proving for their businesses. So we're seeing rapid changes right now, which only further highlights the importance in moving forward and not getting stuck and having to just move over. So we know that trying to predict what might happen throughout the course of the year really isn't the best strategy. So it seems clear that the one thing that is certain is change. So instead, we're focused on highlighting those positive strategies and insights and really having that can-do attitude, which ultimately is going to lead to more satisfied clients and a more collaborative dynamic with other industry professionals. So in episode 2 today, we're focusing on client love, with tomorrow being Valentine's Day, and what each of our panelists are doing to stay top of mind with their clients. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to our panelist number 1. I have Megan, you on the far left over there. Why don't you share with us a little bit more on what you're doing for client love and truly why that is so important?
So to be honest with you, I think I'm on year 13 in the business, and the last 4 years, that's been my only strategy. I haven't done anything else besides love on my past clients. So that's a huge focus in my business is sending them relevant or information, market updates, those type of things, but also just sending them love in the sense of, I was telling Raquel earlier today, I have an app, it's called Felt, and from your phone, you can download it and send a postcard directly, immediately from your phone. So if I use social media to leverage this too, if you see someone that lost their dog, lost someone, had an anniversary, a new job, those kind of things, as much as I want to pull back from being on social media, we can't. So we have to move forward with it. And I leverage what other people are posting. It's not all about me. So I go on to this Felt app. It's F-E-L-T, like you felt, and you download it and you can buy credits. And so just from your phone, real quickly, just send one out and they mail it to your client. Every time I've sent one of those out, the response has been tremendous because it's just something different and a little bit more love to your client. So there's my first little piece. I know once we jump into this more, I can give some other things that I do, but that one I thought everybody could take a little takeaway from it.
And with Felt, correct me if I'm wrong, you're able to have your personalized signature on there. So it's not just a print that's done, it actually has your signature.
And I do it a little different. Like sometimes I'll do like a typed one, but you can also write on your screen if you can. So it gives you options. You can do, say they just sold and you're doing a just sold picture out front. You can snap that photo, send it to them. You could even schedule it to be sent in a few months once they're settled in, and just like, congrats, hope you're still loving your home, those type of things. So you can do a photo, but they also have some generic ones that you can look through that you can use too. So they really do cater to using either or. But again, you know, my biggest thing is I even have it on my thing, quality over quantity. So that's my motto, is always giving people that feel good moment, and the quality of my service is the most important factor for me.
Right. Right. Shandy, you want to jump in next?
Sure. I really try to think about the interaction that I had, whether it was a client or someone that's just in my sphere, because we all have clients that maybe only want to talk on the phone or only want to communicate via email. So I try to really mirror how their communication style. I have a couple clients that really love to talk on the phone and want to catch up that way. So I'll have that time built into my schedule to make those phone calls. I also really do leverage social media on commenting, happy birthday, they got a puppy, just to be authentic in what I'm saying and actually really mean it. And I'm doing it because it feels good, not just to like check the box and get it off my to-do list. And obviously we all have like CRMs and newsletters that we utilize. I have a couple clients that are always replying back to those newsletters. So I just make it a point to actually read my own newsletter that's being sent out and to just be, sorry, my son's home. Can you guys hear him?
No, you're good.
So yeah, I try to mirror my sphere's communication style of how they prefer to communicate with me.
I think one of the key things that you highlighted there is the authenticity of it and really having it be genuine with your personality, and then also knowing that personality of your clients as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Kirsten, I want to jump in on your client love.
Sure. So a lot of this stuff, it might seem similar, but one thing that I try to think of is something that is long-term, something that can sustain for a long time. We're coming off of Christmas. And so out with my Christmas cards, I had an ornament made that was Nevada, and it just says home means Nevada. It has my, name and logo on the back, but it's something that is long-term, that every time they go to decorate their Christmas tree, they'll pull it out and think of me. So I try to go for longevity too. So something that's going to stay around the house. I hand out poinsettias right after Thanksgiving so they can have it around the house all through the holidays for an entire month. And therefore, they're constantly reminded of us and who their agent is, that kind of thing. So longevity, something like that. Did someone have a question? I didn't know.
No questions.
Yeah, so the key is to be consistent too. You know what I mean? Yes, like Shandy said, we have newsletters, we give market updates, all that kind of stuff, but just trying to be consistent and very, very personable with whatever you send. So, if they're having a surgery or a baby, those kinds of things throughout the year, you want to stay connected so that they know that you're the go-to agent for them.
That's great. Okay, Kayla, last but not least.
Ooh.
We saved the best for last, right?
Oh, yes. Thank you. I focus a lot. I'm going to circle back to the beginning, how Megan was saying she focuses a lot on her past clients. I'm on year 6, and that's where I pour a majority of my effort into garnering new business, is just sending love to those people that have, trusted me over the years. So outside of kind of, like I'm a handwritten card gal. So outside of, birthdays, anniversaries, babies, all of those fun things, I also do their home anniversary. So for whoever, or on the anniversary of when they purchase their home, I'll deliver, some sort of treat to their home with a handwritten card personally, just to show up, whether they're home or not, just to remind them, oh, hey, this is, your anniversary. You bought this last year, and oh yeah, remember me, kind of situation. So just making sure that they know that I still appreciate them, after the sale and whatnot. So
yeah, it's really about the relationship that we're building here, right?
Right.
Absolutely. And so that's a perfect segue into the fact that your clients may or may not be in the market right now to buy or to sell, yet this connection is so important. So you want to each talk a little bit about that. In part of this engagement, it's not necessarily reaching out to them because they're at that stage and have that in the immediate horizon.
Mm-hmm. And I think one thing too that you could do that we kind of get caught up in, especially on tougher transactions is we get it over the finish line and then we just take a deep breath, and then sometimes we don't follow up for a few months, but it's not a bad idea to have a conversation right away with them, saying a week after, how's the house? Is there any problems? Or, deliver the gift a week after the move out, whatever it is. Just, don't let them feel like, okay, you're done, hands wiped. Just, again, start the relationship 2 to 3 weeks right afterwards to make sure they're happy, because during the move-in, they don't really care about you. They just want to get
the deal done
and get themselves in. They can't think about, when we're hounding, can you review me? It's like, give them a little bit of breathing room. I think helps the relationship a lot too.
And I think that goes back to operations too. Like, it's not just done, like you said, Megan, right after we close, it's ongoing. So make sure you have that, whether, calendared or whatever, reminders, that kind of thing, so that you do touch base with them, regularly, and when that is, not just on a whim.
Yeah. There's been a couple times where I know that the client is going to start demo or doing a big project, where I will send pizza to the house that day, just so they don't have to worry about that. And I'll schedule that with them beforehand, so they know, and they're looking forward to it, that like, ooh, I don't have to deal with that. I just have to get rid of this old carpet. So it's just like thinking, and I agree, like, just because the transaction is over doesn't mean it's like, okay, not going to talk to them for a couple months. I think if you put yourself in that position, that doesn't feel good. It could feel a little icky, because we're communicating with our clients so much during the transaction, and then all of a sudden it's like done. That doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah, the personalization of it, right? Knowing what's going on in their lives and continually sprinkling that kind of love, like a drip.
Yeah, absolutely. And to circle back to Raquel's original, diving into people that may not be ready right now to buy or sell. Something else that I do too is an annual review every year for them for the real estate. Send them, hey, this is kind of what's happening nationally, regionally, and then here's what's happening in your neighborhood, just as an FYI. And those people you maybe thought were not ready to buy or sell or make a move might all of a sudden be ready.
It's true. It can surprise you when you aren't even expecting it, that all of a sudden something triggers and there's a change. And there you are, once again, keeping that top of mind. And
one thing that I've done, Raquel, is, for example, my clients would buy a property and they'd say, maybe down the road, we'd like to purchase that property, just that land next door to us. And so I actually, circle back with them and have all the information, and it's an off-market deal, and we get in there and close the deal. And it's just kind of a thought, a dream, but they mentioned it during the sale. And then I come full circle with it, and then, kind of serve it up with a bow, and here you go. Do you guys want to do this? And then they jump on it. So,
well, I was just going to touch on that. Listen, like from day one, listen. We're so focused, and it's hard. Like, it's hard because we feel like we got to present and be us and sell ourselves, but like listening goes so far. Listen, try to find something you can relate to. The second you meet any client, try to find something like, if you see a horse picture, are you into horses? I love horses, or so-and-so. Make yourself relatable, and then the love comes naturally, because now you can love on them, and now you have something that they trust you with, because you can relate to them one way or another. Just like Kirsten said, listen.
Yeah. I mean, genuinely, like, you'll come across things and you'll think of them, a text that says, hey, I just thought of you, snap a picture, I saw these horses, or whatever, knowing it's close to their heart, that will, do wonders for their soul.
I also, when we get to that point of giving our clients closing gifts, I always try to make it something useful and personal, where maybe they mentioned it during one showing that they really loved a piece of art on the wall, or they love a certain type of wine, or anything like that, where it's like, oh, I'm going to remember that. Like, I'm going to make that a gift that they really want, and maybe wouldn't think that I would remember. And I always try to do for clients that are moving out of state, like a Nevada, like Christmas ornament or something like that, so that they remember, that, hey, oh, that Christmas ornament on my tree, I used to live in Nevada, like I still, you know,
Well,
pop
and
in.
two, they may have referrals. They may still have
Right.
friends and family that live here. And so, you know,
Mhm.
keep in touch with your out of town clients, even if
Oh,
they move
yeah.
out of town too.
I was
Mhm.
just going to chime in and say the same thing. Really, that contact with your clients expands out to their sphere as well, because when you stand out, that's how all those connections happen with referrals down the line.
Mhm.
Well, truly, each one of you wears so many hats in your day-to-day activities of what you do and who you are for your clients. And really, the perfect Valentine's is highlighting you wearing each one of those hats in each facet of your business, because you're not just a real estate agent. You're a psychologist. You are a counselor in a lot of ways. You are the moving crew. You're the organizer. You are the coordinator for making everything happen in the time frame they need for it to happen. And so there's so many different facets to your daily job and the way that you're showing your clients love continuously.
Mhm.
Never
Yeah.
ending.
Never ending. I
But
think
we say that with love.
yes. Well, just with that, I think it's okay to also be vulnerable with your clients and let them know, like, hey, this is how you can show me love, and asking them and helping them understand how our business works, how it is really referral driven, and kind of coaching them on what they can do to help you in a setting where it makes sense. It's not like, hey, anyone that talks about real estate, give them my card. It's like, okay, actually, give them the tools of how they can actually really help you build your business from the referral, and how we're really referral driven. Like, it's important for our clients to know that.
I don't know how many people on here are newer either. I don't think there's very many newer agents on here, but if you are a newer agent, you can do all this really inexpensively. You don't have to go buy things to give to people.
Yes.
Just make it personal and
Mhm.
love on them. We all know what it feels like to be loved, and that feeling doesn't go away. So if you make them feel that, then they'll remember you if someone asks, like, who'd you use? And that's the goal, is to, and one of you said it perfectly. When you do something like this, the feeling that it gives you, that comes back to you, is it motivates you to keep going further when it's hard.
Mhm.
Yeah, the biggest thing is it's not a client to us. I mean, it's friend, family, that kind of thing in my business, you know, so it's like treating them just like that, you know.
That sense of just the genuine nature and the genuine authenticity of your engagement with them, that's what's going to stand out and be remembered.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I am going to open it up so that the agents that are on the line can ask any questions of any of you directly that they may have related to client love or just some of the shifts and changes, because I know that's another thing that I wanted to highlight is that the market is changing really quickly. And I know each one of you have experienced this in the market recently. So part of that client love is making your clients that are in the market right now aware and prepared to be able to act right now. So with that, do you each want to maybe touch a little bit on some experiences that you've had just in the past couple of weeks that you've seen that's showing a little bit of the shift?
I think it's really sorry, I'm just jumping in. I'm first on left. I think it's what we talked about last time, where we're starting to see multiple offers on things. I'm even calling agents before not necessarily always before, but if I know that my clients are really interested, see if they have any offers, and like, no, nothing. And then we go look, and then the next day they're like, we have 2 offers. Like, it's really changing quite a bit. Last week I was on vacation, so I don't know if it's just changed since then, but it's still like we felt last month. It's just still consistently ramp it up a little bit.
It is. All those homes that sat on the market, my clients were dragging their feet. And then we went and saw it for the second time, and literally in 24 hours it was in contract and they missed the boat. So it's really just education and trying
Mhm.
to explain, support it with articles, anything that you can to get them to understand that the market has flipped.
Mhm. And I don't know about the other ladies on the panel, but I'm getting more inquiries from buyers and investors, not sellers. So that kind of leads me to believe that it's still going to continue to be an inventory issue where the supply and demand is not looking strong in spring. So I think it's just that education and providing the information in a way that doesn't feel like pushy, but just providing knowledge.
But you're a valuable
Right.
resource.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
agree. I mean, just I think the amount of buyers that have jumped back in right now compared to the last 6 months, at least for me personally, is different.
Mhm.
And I would say that we may see some more inventory. Those, people that pulled off the market late last year may come back on, but we're still going to have that inventory issue. And then we're going to see that many more buyers hit the market.
Mhm. For sure.
Absolutely.
So if this is any indication as to what spring's going to be like, let's get ready.
Well, I've opened it up for anyone that is listening in to be able to unmute yourself and chime in with any questions that you may have for the panel today on client love or anything happening in the market that you would like to add in. So far, no one's chiming in, ladies. You gave a full, thorough explanation of client love and what you are doing right now. Well, I have to say that from the title side, we've definitely seen instances where there are, again, multiple offers that are coming in on properties. And we hadn't seen that for a brief little bit there. And now all of a sudden that is coming right back in. So like you said, being that valued resource, so your clients truly are prepared and not left in that situation where they're kind of up against a wall and again, fighting for a property that may have already been on the market for several weeks, couple months, that now is being having multiple offers that are coming in on it.
Mhm.
And I think the other part of that, which we all know, is having those key partnerships with the lenders to be able to help with that education for your clients and be a true valued partner with you.
Right. And making sure that their team that surrounds them is giving them all the same information. It's not just coming from us as agents, but their lender, things like that. Other people are telling them, what they're seeing in the market as well.
I think part of that love too is when you have that alignment of resources that you can connect your clients with, it really adds to that genuine authenticity of you, because it's not just trying to sell them on something or someone. It's having truly personalities in alignment with you that you trust, that your clients can feel trusting from you in giving them that information.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Because I know after the fact too, once you close escrow, you are that valued resource to your clients for any remodel work that they need to have done, anything that needs to get fixed, any landscape work. You are the resource. You are the point person. Again, wearing all those different hats of all the roles that you play.
Yay.
So we love our real estate agents, and we love all of the work that you do with your clients and really providing so much value in the marketplace.
Thank you.
So I'm going to give everyone one more chance to ask any questions. We try to keep these short and sweet at right around 30 minutes, just for an update related to what's happening in the marketplace. And again, each month there'll be a different focus topic. If there are any topics that you'd like to see addressed here, or if you'd like to join in on the panel, please feel free to reach out to any one of us directly, and we would be happy to include you. And we thank you all for joining us this Monday to start your week, and wish you all a very happy Valentine's Day with loads of love to your clients. Oh, and we do have one question. Okay, so this will be a buzzer beater question for each one of you. So if you had to pick one experience that gave you the greatest feeling of love from your clients, can you highlight that?
I would say repeat business. Number one, when they call you, when they tell you they have someone in their family or friends that, you know, needs an agent and you're the person, that's the ultimate.
Mhm.
I like that. That's a great way to end because you're leaving that lasting impression and being that remembered person. Well, we thank you. And ladies, I appreciate you being on the panel today and being able to share your expert knowledge in today's marketplace. And we look forward to doing this again next month.
Oh, Raquel, one more thing.
Yeah.
I know we talked about leaving everybody with one thing to do since it's
Yes.
Monday, new month.
Yes. Thank you.
And I'm going on a limb, but I want everybody that's attending here to make sure that they give at least 10 clients love by next month.
I love that, Megan.
I do
for
love that.
Is that achievable?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's easy.
Okay, good. So yeah, that's one thing we did talk about. So every month we will leave you guys with one thing to do that may help your business.
That's the
Will
accountability part, right?
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
We all need it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you all
Thank
again.
you.
Thank
Happy
you.
Monday.
Woo.
Shandy.
Okay. Everyone's jumping off.
Have you ladies been touring any new home communities lately?
Okay, there we go. Now it's just us.
I haven't.
Say that again.
I was wondering if anyone has been touring new home communities lately. I was down in the Genuine South off of Jacks Valley area, and they got some pretty good incentives going on and wanting to receive offers even under.
Mhm.
Oh, really? Good to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. So
I
That
had
was
talked
All
one
the things.
I had
Yeah.
talked to the new Tim Lewis ones down in Gardnerville, and they were offering like, yeah, almost $30,000 in incentives.
Wow.
wow.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I was
That's where I
telling
feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunities with these new construction
Oh yeah.
properties. That's where I'm seeing it most already.
I agree. I was talking to Shandy last week about this. Given the fact that we know there's shortage of inventory, so just adding to the demand for any homes that do come on sale, there could be some opportunities for semi-custom builders who are willing to work with agents. Given the fact that there is still a decent amount of vacant lots that are just sitting that people may not have any intentions to build on. So if there can be some of that farming effort going towards those lots and those people are willing to sell, it's a way to be able to get people into areas that they want to be in, be able to have a home built and have the builder be able to cooperate with you as the agent for kind of putting all that together.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So
I
do you-
know that there is, I think we are going to have that inventory increase this spring, but I think for every home that comes on the market, I saw a statistic that for every home on the market, there are 5 or 6 buyers ready right now to purchase it.
I think there's a lot more buyers out there hovering the market that we may not even know about it, but they're waiting till more stuff hits the market that appeals to them. And then that's when you're going to get the pull the trigger really quick, you know, transaction because they're out there. They're just waiting.
Well,
And I
think
think-
about how many of your own clients you have waiting.
I was just gonna say,
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
or ones that don't want to list their house because they're waiting for that house to pop on. That just whole domino effect.
Right.
Plus, they're realizing that home prices are not going to all of a sudden just tank. So
Yeah.
they're kind of waiting,
The fear
thinking
is-
that the
yeah.
bottom's going to fall out. They're realizing it's really not.
Well, they're
Mhm.
finally getting the message after we've been preaching this for how long?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. I think when Kirsten and I think we're talking about this. We had 2 escrows just last week that one went for 15,000 over asking and the other one went for 35,000 over asking. And we hadn't had any that went for over asking since, for quite a bit. And that was 2 in the same week.
Did they waive their appraisal contingencies, or were they cash?
No, so I have not seen that happening yet, where they're waiving the appraisals again, just the over asking, or that they were waiving or doing a cap on repairs at a pretty small amount.
Are they doing like a appraisal guarantee, like they'll pay X amount over appraisal? Because that's kind of what would be concerned about in that situation.
Sure. Neither one of those had that.
No,
neither one had that.
Okay.
So I guess in a way they had their out should something.
Yeah.
Do
we want to discuss what topic we want to do next month?
For next
month. Ideas.
Yes, for next
March.
month. Yes.
And I'll get good lighting for next month.
It's hard.
Great, Megan.
It looks great. To me, it looks black and white, like grayscale on my computer.
So wait.
Perfect. It goes with the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Gotta get that turtleneck.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so for March,
The 13th, right?
yeah. So that's right before St. Patrick's Day.
Ooh.
So we could
do, like how to get lucky.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how to
no.
find lucky.
Yeah, I was gonna say how to get lucky, or I was gonna say finding gold at the end of the rainbow, where that is.
Yeah.
So thinking about ways in the market to find that gold.
Yeah, I don't know. You're creative with this stuff.
Let me.
But if we did the finding gold, what would we be talking about?
So I think finding the gold, like even Shandy, what you're talking about, some of the incentives that the builders are offering.
Oh, okay.
And ways to be able to find the housing. Yeah.
Okay.
Almost identifying different opportunities.
Yep.
Like assumable loans and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yep.
Or seller
That's good.
Like
I
thinking
think-
outside the box.
Yeah.
Finding the gold.
Creative.
I can talk about my off-market deals. That
Yep.
seems to be
that's
a
a
thread
good one.
for me right now. I don't know why, but
Well, that's great.
I
that's
want that. Okay, well, that's not for sale, but let me
Make a phone call. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be really good because it would hit on different parts of the market.
Mhm.
And then I think maybe there could be something related to relocation opportunities, given the fact that we have so much industry coming into this area and what that looks like with connections for the relocation part of it. Especially now knowing what Tesla's plans are and redwood materials increasing and the amount of jobs coming here, you've got a mix from executive level to some of those lower level positions. So you've got everything in between. So what does that look like for them relocating here?
Okay. So should we each pick a topic to kind of be able to focus our...
Yeah, you get new builds. Just kidding.
Oh, I want to do like 1031 exchanges, like prospecting investors.
Okay.
If no one else wants to do that.
I can talk financing.
Okay.
I can do the relocation referral. That's a huge part of my business.
You tell me what to talk about.
Or you can think about it.
We
don't have to decide right now.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking. I'm still on vacation mode.
Yeah.
So
I'm reactive right now. I'm not proactive.
So Megan, I think one of the things that to think about possibly is think about the lake and what that looked like with so many people that jumped into moving to this area that have now experienced the worst
snow.
winter that we've had in forever. And
So wait.
yeah,
Yeah, we
and
talked about that last week too, right?
Yeah, but I think we
Mhm.
can talk about a little bit more in depth and being able to and some of those connections with the clients, be able to hear them out that maybe it's not that they want to move out of this area, but maybe they're realizing they're too high in the snow line and that they need to kind of move down a little bit lower, or connecting with elderly clients that you've worked with to touch base and things with them that they may have this massive driveway, or they may have issues with being able to get to
But does that
the
how do
property.
I tie that into the gold? That's I'm struggling with that part.
Yeah, so the gold in that is the fact that you're able to help them feel better about where they're at, and at the same time be able to find for potential buyers a home that may be exactly what they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have to pigeonhole it right now, like you
Right.
can think
No.
about it.
A lot can happen too in the next 30
Yeah.
days.
So so more I think I'm still on the client gold side, but this could be just even for agents to finding the gold in your business, that kind of thing too.
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
That
a good
helps
point.
things a little more. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. It doesn't have to be just the clients. This could be focused for your business as well.
Yeah, because we're talking to agents to do that. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
Thank
Okay,
you so
so
much.
next one, everyone's got to wear green.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
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 Cute.
Green for
it.
St. Patty's Day.
Should we have green beer or what?
Please.
Just
Please.
kidding.
I'm going to
you.
wear a blinky
I
light
mean-
headband.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, ladies, have a great start to the week.
Okay.
Thank you,
All right,
guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.